Hello students, I am Dr. Shrikant Bause, Assistant Professor in Department of Advanced Management Studies, GS College of Commerce, Varda. In the last video, we have seen the broad categorization of risk. Today, in this video, we are going to study the types of business risk. Now, the first type of business risk is economic risk. As we all know that the economy keeps changing on a continuous basis. The positive changes in the economy leads to rise in demand by the consumers for the product, while the negative changes in the economy leads to decrease in the demand from the consumers for the product. Both these changes affects the companies at a larger extent. Now, how to manage this kind of risk? The company should keep monitoring the changes and fluctuations in the economy on a continuous basis. The company should avoid the unnecessary expenses. The company should keep its debt at the minimum level. The company should not create the excessive debt so that in case of any adverse impact in the economy, the company will be able to survive. For instance, because of the COVID-19, the complete nation went for 3 months lockdown. The companies which are not having debt were able to survive, whereas the companies which were having excessive debt are going to become bankrupt. So, by keeping your debt at the minimum level, you can manage the economic risk. Now, the next type of risk is the compliance risk. As we all know that each and every company has to follow the rules and regulations prescribed by the government and the authorities. There are n number of regulators in India. For instance, if your company is operating into the banking business, the company will have to follow the guidelines, rules, regulations and laws prescribed by the banking regulator, that is Reserve Bank of India, popularly known as RBI. If the company is operating into the stock market, it will have to follow the rules and regulations and laws of the SEBI, that is Securities Exchange Board of India. If your company is operating into the business of pharmaceutical, it will have to follow the rules and regulation of FDA, that is Food and Drug Administration. If the company is operating into, say, insurance sector, it will be abide by the insurance regulator, that is Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, that is IRDA. The company which do not follow these compliances, it will expose to the risk of fines, charges and penalties by the government authorities and the regulators. So, how this risk can be minimized? The company should appoint a vigilance officer. The company should regularly monitor that what are the development, what are the changes into the rules and regulations, what government is prescribed for their particular sector. Now, by appointing the specialized people by the company secretaries, by the chartered accountants, the legal advisors, company can minimize this kind of compliance risk. Now, the next type of risk is security and fraud risk. With the emergence of information technology, we are also exposed to the security and fraud risk. For example, if the website of a company is hacked by the hacker, that hacker may display anything on your website, can steal the data from your website, can manipulate the data from your website, and can use your confidential data for his gains, and it will affect the trust of your customers. Next type of threat in the security and fraud risk is of data breaches. As we all know that this is the era of social media. Each and every person is having the accounts on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc. These accounts are having huge amount of data. Now, if there is a data breach by the social platform like Facebook, like Google, these companies have faced the consequences of data breach and had to pay thousands of dollars penalties to the regulators. The next type of risk associated with the security and fraud is payment fraud. Today, each and every mobile user is linking his mobile phone with the internet banking, with the mobile payment apps like UPI, Bheem, Google Pay, Phone Pay, etc. And your bank account is also linked with this kind of apps, and it also leads to payment fraud. So, how to avoid this kind of risk? The company should provide security solutions to each and every of its customer. The company should have a fraud detection tools. The company should give education to the customers for avoiding any kind of mistakes. The company should also provide education to its employees for avoiding any man-made mistakes. By using this kind of things, the security and fraud risk can be minimized. Now, the next type of risk is the financial risk. There are many small types of risk which comes under the financial risk. The first type of risk is the credit risk. Suppose you are lending your money to the borrower, and if there is a default by the borrower, it leads to credit risk. The next type of risk is debt risk, which also comes under the financial risk. If your company is having debt and if you are not able to repay that debt, your company is exposed to the debt risk. The next type of risk which also comes under the financial risk is interest rate risk. If there is rise in interest rate, the purchasing power of people will go down. For instance, if the interest rate on housing, if the interest rate on automobile gets up, at that time there will be adverse impact on the demand by the borrowers. So, your company is also exposed to the interest rate risk. It is also vice versa, that if interest rate goes down, at that time there will be booming demand from the borrowers, which also leads to higher demand for your product. So, it is also kind of interest rate risk which comes under the financial risk. Now, the most dangerous form of risk which also comes under the financial risk is unexpected loss. Any company can face this kind of risk, which is called as the unexpected loss. If the company is indulging into the import and exports, it may happen that company may face forex loss, and it will be unexpected loss. So company will have to focus on minimizing this kind of things or managing the risk. So how this kind of financial risk can be managed? For example, if a company is having high level of debt, excessive debt, then the company should focus on lowering its debt. For instance, the biggest example of lowering debt plan is Reliance Industries. In the last 4 to 5 years, Reliance gathered huge debt for its Jio platform. But within just 2 months, in last 2 months, Reliance sold its stake to the big giants like Facebook, KKR, etc. And it also came up with the rights issue and diluted its stake and also reduced its debt completely. By broadening your client base, also you can minimize your risk. For example, if your company is depending only on 2 or 3 customers, and if 2 or 3 customers goes bankrupt or because of any problem you lose these customers, at that time your company is posed for a great risk. Your company will also go into the bankruptcy. For this, the company should broaden its customer base, the company should diversify its customer base, company should market its product largely so that there will be a huge customer base and minimization of your risk. So, in this video, we have studied the 4 types of major risk. The first one is the economic risk, second one is the compliance risk, third one is the security and fraud risk, and fourth one is the financial risk. In the next video, we will study the remaining types of risk. Till then, stay tuned to our GS College channel. Thank you.